Welcome to the Day Trader and Swing Trader Setups watch list, where we look at stocks that broke out on our intraday alerts at the premium alerts at swingtradersetups.com. Intraday alerts create great day trading opportunities as well as carry forward for future days tradings on these breakout stocks. What we do is we review the live alerts that came out intraday on our website for our premium alert subscription holders. We'll keep up with 475 stocks there, and for the breakouts and the breakdowns, they're time stamped with the price, time of the alert, and the time of the post. And also sometimes, like UPS shown here, actually has been on the bull zone for about $7 from several days ago, and this morning it gapped down, and so when it came through the current bull zone breakout, it gave another great alert for an intraday trade setup. So we're reviewing those alerts from our watch list of 475 stocks, as well as scanning for 5 through 5,000 stocks at the end of the day for other alerts similar that came out on different stocks off of our watch list. By subscribing to our service, you're available to see these alerts as they come out early in the mornings or throughout the day. That gives you time to come in and review, see what stocks you might be interested in setting up a swing trade on. We even have these on a weekly alert, and weeklies are really for the long-term swing traders a better setup on a weekly alert, and for multi-day trade swing traders, these daily breakouts. You also have time to go select some options if you're an option trader before the close of business, since the video comes out after hours. Now we're going to take a quick look at the watch list for the stocks that triggered today, then a quick 3-minute tutorial on support and resistance levels that are on our charts for the new viewers, and then we'll get right into the complete list, and we will go through chart by chart and give you a 10-second view of each chart so you can see what might or might not be at support and resistance levels on these alerts. Thanks for watching our video. Subscribe to our channel while you're here. Okay, had a little update in the market. Keep in mind, I'm still short biased in the manner that I think we're going to get a pullback in this market. We talked about this yesterday. Just want to keep that in mind. The market did get to the 50-day today. It tested it and it rejected it. And I like to look at it on SP 500, not necessarily the SPY. The SPY rejected it a little more so, and ended up with a red candle, where the SP ended up with a green candle, I believe, there, didn't it? Yep. So that just shows you the discrepancy in the SPY and the SP 500 in itself right there. And then the Dow itself also is rejecting the 50-day as well. Nice little doji channel. That's a decision channel, guys, or candle. And we could easily get some more pullback. It may be something as simple as pulling back right here to this last little pivot high. It could pull all the way back down here to revisit the lows, as some people have suggested on the SP 500, excuse me. Same kind of line lines up there, as well as this line where this little base high was before this breakout. Right here is lining up pretty much with those lows, and it's going to line up with this trend line we drew, kind of a short-term kind of trend line on the SP 500. So we could go back down here, we could chop around here for several days and then visit this at a point. I do believe we're going to still see a little bit of pullback, though. Could be entirely wrong. I'm just trying to caution about running into swing trades. We want to show you these scans. Not a lot, as I said yesterday. There won't be a lot of bull breaks anytime soon. We'll cover these few stocks that did today. A lot of them were earnings right here on Hasbro. There's your bear breaks. more bear breaks. Many of these are going to be continuations. There's 34 of them today. Going to be continuations of previous bear breaks, just hitting the new levels. So a lot of them would be considered a chase by me. That's why we look at the charts. There's your bull breaks for the week. That's again our earnings on Hasbro. And your bear breaks for the week, again, a lot of those are continuations from Monday's action where they showed up on these charts. And the way you can tell where they showed up is the net change. This is down 28 cents for the day. Since the break, it's $1.02 down. So that means this has been on there for more than one day. Again here, 627 down today, 251 since the break indicated. So this took place today on a weekly bear on Baidu. So forth and so on. Down a penny here, down 335 since the break. So the break took place a different day. This stock did not bounce today. We'll cover these on the charts. And one final thing, a little shout out to John up in Virginia. John sent me an email a week or two ago. He said, I don't really subscribe. I don't get a chance to get online during the daytime, but I like to watch your videos, and I've been able to make some good trades off of watching the videos. I wish I had a way to donate. And then he emailed me again, is there a way I can make a donation? So we went ahead and made a donate button. It's over on our website. You can go to daytradersetups.com, and when you arrive there at daytradersetups.com, just press on YouTube, and we have a link here to our most recent videos, a little feed down here at the bottom. It's a good way to access what we've been posting on the watch list video. A lot of guys do it from there. And we just put a donate button right there. It's not set for any amount. And then we also took the video you're watching, and you can press the show more button right at the bottom of the video, and it'll open up some more information down in the bottom here. And you can just go right down, support our channel, press that same thing as that button. It's not a preset amount. You can send $5 to $50, whatever you want to send. And we appreciate any donations you make. Thanks for watching our videos and supporting our channel. We'll do our tutorial here, and we'll get right back to the charts. This is a mini tutorial on what the lines mean on my charts if you're a first-time viewer or been a while since you viewed. We're scanning on weekly and daily charts for my condition. When this green line is up, it's my bull zone, and when the red line is up, it's my bear zone. You need to be aware of support and resistance lines and what charts do at levels, and that's what these levels are for. Just quickly as I can do this, and we're going to put a video on YouTube getting more from your swing trading charts that'll be more detailed and look at more stocks, how they react to these lines. But the gist of what you see here is this is what I'm scanning for, and as you can see here, this showed up in the bear zone. It did go down for a few days, but these green lines are support, and that's why it fought for a few days, tried to bounce back up, headed back down again, came right back into the bull zone, bear zone, excuse me, and continued on down. Now the lines, here's what they represent. A green line is a place that a stock went up to and rejected. So as this green line redrew itself every time we made highs right here, and then it stayed across here for reference points, continues the same line here for reference points. Resistance, when you get above it, becomes support. This green line was drawn way back in the history, and when this stock broke above this resistance level, when it came back down, it held it, it held it, it held it, it tested it and held it again and again. That was support. That's why I want you to be aware of what these lines mean. You'll see them on my charts. And then the activity that stocks do, sometimes they go, that's my first target, that's my second target. Many times stocks go target 1, pull back a little, target 2, Then they may pull all the way back to 1 and go again if they're continuing an uptrend. In this case, it did the pull back. This blue line is a 50-period moving average. This orange line is a 200. So that's what I want you to be aware of as well. And then I have a pivot system that consists of this blue line at the top, yellow line at the bottom, and my target 1 and target 2. You'll see this particular day this stock gap down, huge gap down, open way down here. The low on this stock was 169.68. I'm getting that right out of this box over here. And the value of that yellow line was 169.67. Within 1 cent, it held that line and bounced that day for a huge bounce. It's not a support level, but it's where I look for stocks to try to hold. It's where I look if I'm short, say from here, this is where I'm looking to get out. I'm looking to move 2 levels, target 1, target 2, going up, target 1, target 2. The pink lines all represent places the stock has gone down to and bounced. This pink line is referencing this last pivot low. So as you're selling down into it, it may bounce again. If you get below it, then it becomes resistance. And that's all these lines mean. I just want you to know what they mean going forward. Thanks for watching the video. Let's get started. Okay, keep in mind we still want to caution you that we're short biased on the market. Bear in mind this pullback on the Dow today was the biggest pullback intraday since 2015 in August. S&P 500 today, the pullback after running up was the biggest since February 2016. It's biggest reversals in a long time after the run up. So keep that in mind. Still short biased on my end, and I don't want you to rush into any trades, and who knows what's going to happen here the next little bit, but I still think we definitely got a pullback coming before we're going to head back up. So intraday day trading has been pretty good. You have to kind of watch what the market's doing. A lot of things are following the market, and at some point in time we'll start going back to trading just the charts based on what they're doing. But right now I'm following the charts that are following the market moves the last couple of days, because it's really hard to figure out what's going to happen. And you guys that use our factor alerts intraday live, bear in mind that these bigger swings are making bigger factors needed. So if you've been day trading the F25 factor, you probably need to be looking at the F50 factor for the bigger pictures, or definitely be nimble and quick, especially on these really high price stocks. And then a lot of the stuff continued on up today. Yesterday, AbbVie, for instance, got long on the F50, closed the day right at our retracement alert. This morning opened, put in the factor reversal for the F50 continuation, and had a great day up. And what they do tomorrow, that's yet to be seen. Now I'm just going to show this chart. We teach our bull green zone alert. First thing we say is, are we in a downtrend? Second thing we ask is, did we break the trend? And we would take this chart, short term, this is a couple day 15-minute chart. There's our trend. So yesterday we got our alert, we broke the trend, we had an up run. Here's what happened. It sold off a little bit in the end of the day. So this morning at the open, our next alert on our alerts is a retracement. We're in the uptrend already. We get the pullback, and we generally set that at 3 to 4 factors. And so if you're on F50, it's a $2 pullback possible. And I'm not sure what this was, 113.52 to a low of 110.64. That's about $2. That's 4 factors. It's actually closer to $3. Gave the pullback, gave our alert, and we don't never give our alert to go back long until it's over 2 factor reversal. So that would have over $1 reversal. We gave that alert to come back in this long. And then you had this nice continuation from this round 112 was about where it was, and probably actually it's the opening bar of the day right here. Yeah, 112 is where this came in at, and then gave a continuation up for $3 and even based around and continued up into the day. Now everything sold off into the close. So that's how our alerts work. on our factor alerts. It's a subscription service. It'll give you a factor alert, and we get you a trend line. Make sure you cross the trend line. Many times they already have, and the alert goes off. Other times they come in after the alert, and then the pullback's the next level. And that's about all we alert on those. But just be careful, be cautious. This stock is sell off tomorrow. And we're going to take a look at our weeklies first of all. I'm going to go ahead and just do the bulls because there's only a couple, and get those out of the way. Hasbro broke out of this chop into the bull zone on the weekly at 98.74. That's what this level is. Stated for you right here is what the little green line shows you, where the bull zone took place. Now this stock's up 424 over that alert, up 829 for the day, and I believe this was a gap up. No, it wasn't. It actually just traded up, but it was definitely off of earnings. And then the other one was SGMO, triggered this level at 2036, and give you a look at the daily. 245 up for the day, 194 up since our alert went off intraday on our website. We also do alert these intraday on the website. Now here we look at 5,000 stocks for you, and on the website we're only looking at 475. We try to give you a bigger picture on this video at night, but if this is in, and I doubt this particular stock was in my 475 alert, Hasbro was. Look at these weekly bears. Again, if the net change is smaller than the overall profit in the alert, then didn't just happen today, it would have happened a different day. So this stock continues down today. Just running through these real quick. The idea is to let you see down here if it's a re-alert, especially on the daily, so you'll be aware of this is a re-alert, where this hit a bull break here, and then a week and a half later after resting it hit the next bull break, because they recalculate as time goes on and the trade progresses. Baidu down $6 today, intraday break on this zone here, and went on down quite lower into this weekly support level, and at this point in time has so far held that. And that number you see in the boxes over here, the green and pink lines, holding my mouse around 218, you look over there and find it, 217.97, there's your line. All of our subscribers, we have them set these pink and green lines up on their charts. BXP barely down today, down 335 since the alert, so this went off yesterday, and we actually mentioned this support line in this area right here around the 113.50 area, and today it did bounce yesterday. Today's Wednesday. This has been on the alert since the big down day, so it bounced yesterday, tried to bounce again today. We looked at this level right here on the charts last night. I showed both these pink lines. It went right to the line and rejected. That's what they do. That's why I show it to you. So this run up today, this reversed exactly where it was supposed to reverse and likely hit resistance. CE intraday crossed this line today on the weekly. This is way up here on a weekly chart, so this could do if this breaks on down, it could do a lot of damage. Always be aware when your earnings are. If this is correct right here, it's a long way out. CERN pretty much on here today, early, hit the 200 weekly and held so far. Another one that's way up in this base up here on this weekly chart, and we like to be breaking bases. So that's could be setting up for something more, not so much involved in this sell-off in the market. CNI down $1.76, 96 for the day. This went off yesterday. We showed you this level here, and it hit there yesterday and held inside day to day on this weekly level. So it's still holding this level down here. Don't know much about this. It did hit the alert today. This has been on here a day or two. I'll give you a look at the daily. Trying to bounce back. Been on here 3 days. A lot of these. This is why I want you to look. A lot of these came in here on the big bad day on Monday. So some of them are trying to bounce. Here's a support line. That don't mean they're going to bounce. They're just still on this alert. A lot of this has to do with the market. GOLD. I'm trying to go back and forth on the dailies, let you guys get a picture of what's going on here before the gap down today. Y'all got daily charts. I know you can do this for yourself. This came in today on this alert. On the daily, you can see here though, this has been in the bear zone since way back up. Here's where we call this a bear. Back on the 30th of January. Got earnings coming up on that. According to this today, might have been this morning. This one we've been talking about for a day or two. Get back on the weekly chart. This was on here yesterday as well. Inside days, tried to bounce 2 days ago. So a lot of these are just involved in the big sell-off in the market. This was on here yesterday and continued down today, or maybe this came in today. This was yesterday's bear zone. I'm sorry, we actually had this go into bear zone on the daily up here on Monday. Tried to bounce back down further today. Very, very big down day on this stock today. Actually, that's a lot of range. Opened at support. That's this green line. Tried to go up, failed. Came back down. This stock sold off about $5. As we said, this hit our bear zone way up here 3 days ago. And your weekly, it just entered it today, I believe. Stock's down $9 today. Only 263 of that took it into the bear zone. This stock, $11 down today. Triggered at 844 of that back up here. So big move down today on this stock. Gap down was a lot of that. So it opened at 23.97. And our bear zone level, you can see right there, is at 27.65. So it gapped way below that. Another stock has been on here a couple of days. Same. This hit today, actually. It's at the 200 week. Lost a weekly support yesterday. Of course, this is a chase because it hit our bear zone alert on the daily way back up here. Just continuing on down. This has never lost any of its acceleration. Of course, you can go back and also look on these charts while we're going through. Well, what did these alerts say in the past? Well, we're bear zones. This is the daily. Is this top line? This is not the bull. The bull is the top line. So this alert right here came in on the daily way back here to get started on the bear zone. It's just continued lower and lower. And you can see that by looking at our charts. And you look back, you can pick up areas that we would have called this short as well back in the history. If you're trying to learn about how accurate some of our alerts can be. SLG, I think this slightly went in this yesterday, and just still chopping around here below this support resistance line. TAP hitting a weekly support level down here. This has been in the bear weekly. Actually just came in this week, right well, you can see the level up here. I'm on the daily, I'm sorry. Right here is where it just came into the weekly. It is double bottom in here, and that was the same thing you were looking at on the daily, was the same bottom. It's actually closed slightly below that low. The daily, we brought this into back up here on the bear zone. That's about a $5 or $6 drop there so far since the daily triggered that. Got two more here on the weekly bears, and we'll pop the dailies. There's a short list there, pretty long on the daily. Holding support here so far on this weekly. This level, because you don't know what it is, $30.90. That's on the daily support level. Here's your weekly where it came into the trend, sitting on the 200 as well. And XCC second day down here. Third day actually triggered on the weekly here, and then it's tried to bounce. Here's support resistance. Here's your 200, failed. Open today, hit the 200, fell further down. We'll take a look at the dailies and wrap this up. While you're here, be sure to subscribe to our channel and follow us on Twitter or StockTwits at Daytrader Setups. And our website is daytradersetups.com and swingtradersetups.com. Don't forget, this video is being brought to you by our premium alerts at swingtradersetups.com. They're real-time alerts. They're posted on our website, and we're looking at our bull zone weekly and daily breakouts, and our bear zone weekly and daily breakouts that are in one category on the website. And there are other categories that are more aggressive for the more active trader as well. And by having a subscription to that service, you get all these alerts intraday as they happen, and one subscription gets you access to everything, as well as our chart system. If you would like to get it, I can set you up a couple of different ways to have the green and pink lines available for your charts as you review. Let's go forward. Take a look at these few bull alerts today. Kind of a scary looking trader. Big gap up, and a really nice acceleration off this alert, $16.75. Nice run up on this stock today. CME, nice gap up today. And this hit our bull zone the other week, and then got caught up in this pullback, bounced off the 50. This thing might be okay with the market. Hasbro, this was all earnings. Big nice gap up. Not a gap up, a trade up. So it actually opened a little bit lower than yesterday's close and gave a really nice, that's first 15 minutes, and then easily to get in this trade right here. When it crosses a support line, you never know what they're going to do early. You can see it ran up, pull back, give you a chance to jump in there, and man, that's a $5 move from there in the next 30 minutes. Really nice earnings play there. Up through the 200 day, up through this resistance area, and it's got more lines up here now. Here's your next one back here in the history that still would be in play, $104.14, and then it heads on up. You can go over to your weeklies and find that same level right there. Lulu, pretty good day, and this stock did not lose a lot of ground during the sell-off. Held the 50 day, got the nice bounce there, and then another good day up today, come back to these old highs. Up 829 today, excuse me, 237 today. Weight Watchers went crazy. I know Oprah's really hurting. She bought this stock at $6.70 something cents, if I remember right. She turned her money tenfold. Her $43 million investments turned into about $420 million. She owns 10%. Huge day today. Got no idea what the driver was, but it just exploded. Early this morning, actually ran up a little bit and then based sideways right under these old highs it had made, and then it busted out of there and went just absolutely crazy for about $10 more. And XL hit our bull zone this morning here at this level, 38.32, up over $3 today, and this had actually come in here and got caught in the pullback, was already trying to break out, and got caught in that market turbulence, and then just resumed today with a big strong day. And this passed up through a weekly area too, just for your reference point right here at $40.48. So that's going to be your support line now that you've got above it, and you want to hold that. Take a look at the daily bears. It's a pretty big list, so we're just going to run you through these. A lot of this is just continuations. Please take a look down here, see if we already had them in the bear zone, or if there's something that just got here in this sell-off. And pay attention to lines like this. This is the support lines where it pivoted before. It didn't create this support line here. It created it way back here. It just observed it right here. All high resistance. Once you break, what's the rule? Do support. So when it came there, after it broke through here, it tested, held it, gave a nice run. It's back there again now. But I want you looking down here at the bottom of this chart to see if we already had it in the bull or it's a new bull. That's what you want to know. A lot of this stuff is going to be way down in this, off this daily stuff we've been doing right here. See where we had this in the bear zone. I've been saying bull, but say bear. We had this in the bear zone. This went in the bear zone right there. So at that level, on that day, it went in the bear zone. In the market sell-off on Monday, it bounced and it went back down today. This is a new bear level calculated off this big rundown, not this same one. So it is a revisit. It is inside bar. It's apt to do anything with this market. So that's why I'm trying to caution you. But I want you to see the ones that gave back today, and the market ended up red on the Dow and just slightly green on the S&P 500. I'm going to try to move through these pretty quick. You can stop the video. You can look up these lines by going back on your charts and finding a place that they ran up in reverse. Remember, the green lines is old high pivots and the pink lines are old low pivots. It don't matter if you're under a pink line or over a pink line. The line is a support resistance regardless of what color it is once you cross it. Like this line, this was an old bounce point. Once it got below it, that's still a resistance point. You whack under that again today, and you can see this is what I'm trying to get you to focus on. We put this on the short list on the 29th day of January. Nothing to do with this. This is where the crazy sell-off started here. We had this on the short watch way back up here. Is where it crossed into our bear zone right here. With momentum, held it the whole way, and of course it accelerated even more. So this is something January 29th we put on the bear zone on the daily, and you can see it went from $112. Even without the market acceleration, it had already moved to $105 before the sell-off Monday and Friday. First day on this list, actually, down here. Don't know much about this stock. This was already kind of in a downtrend on its own without the market pullback. Here's Cake. Got caught up in the sell-off, broke all the trend lines. It has gone back and tested this resistance line. Again, you see where it bounced here before. This was a previous bounce spot plotted way before here. It just observed it. Now it's lost it. That is resistance. That is $46.93. I'm looking at the green and pink numbers in the box. $46.93 is that bottom level in the pink numbers there. Cat really went bear zone up here just in the sell-off. Is fighting a 50-day held support down here as well. Market rebounds. I'm sure this goes back up. Very, very strong stock. Market might not be. It's probably going to follow this market. If the market goes back down, we're probably headed back down here again on Cat. I'm actually going to put that on my favorites for tomorrow, actually. Earnings today. Gap down off of earnings. and continued to sell off. Checkpoint, been in our bear zone for multiple days, just continuing, and actually on a weekly it doesn't look real healthy either. That's your weekly chart. CLR, a lot of this energy stuff pulled back in the last few days, and that's a weekly. This is your daily bear zone. It's down here into now. Way back here is your support line right now, support resistance. 53.40, 38 is that line, and that's where it opened this morning and sold off. Costco just sitting here right on a support line. Got in the market, big sell-off. On the weekly, it went down through this level here and pierced it and got back above it. Today, we've got this support resistance line that it had honored before, and it's trying to hold it. That's where it closed, right on top of that line. That's a pretty key level there, 183.18. And if the market sells off, you'd think that may lose that level. CTXS sold off at this support line. This is also an old weekly high. This is a key level for this right here, right now. It needs to hold there. Dollar Tree, think it just got caught up in all the sell-off. Again, we had this in the bear zone back up here, but on this day, but this was really caught up in the market sell-off. Really don't know about a lot of these that just got caught up in the sell-off, what they're going to do. There's your support line on this stock. We'd had it in the short zone day before the market started selling. LM, Leg Mason. Here's your support resistance line. It's fighting right here now. Again, probably one just caught up in a sell-off. LRCX, this thing had a bad day today. Dropped about $7 from the highs this morning, if I remember right. 179 down to 171. We caught this on an alert, and we're watching it in the trade room. Did not catch it at the right point and just watched it continue to sell off through the day. This is about where our alert brought it in, probably more like right here to the short side. And it done got way down here and didn't want to chase it. It just kept selling, kept selling. It's not the kind of stock you want to chase and let it chop around, because it can get kind of spready. So you want to time your entry well, and we missed the entry even though we had the alert. They had really good earnings, and you do have a support line down here. I want to go back to this. This almost held support yesterday on the lows. May go down there and revisit that with this market like it is, but this stock really had great earnings just a few weeks ago with big growth. So they're not going to keep this stock down, and when it's ready to go back up yet, I don't know. That's where our bull zone will not get you this alert when this starts back up. But our longer term premium alert service will pick this up as it turns headed back up. LYB, again, another stock just caught up in this sell-off, held a support line down here, probably going back to revisit, closed below the 50 today. We looked at this on the weekly already. Just continues to sell, gaining momentum today after that little bounce yesterday, and this actually is in on the weekly bear zone as well. Gap down on this stock today. may have been some news related with that. I don't know. I don't keep up with news. Further pushing down on this stock. It had already hit this one time in the sell-off. It did go through this support line right here, and now it's testing this other support line, and it did close below it, sitting right on top of the 200. So it's a real key spot for this stock to hold. If it don't hold, it's about to go into weekly bear zone. It is like super close. 33.10 sends this into the weekly bear zone. The low today was 33.15. Now the weekly bear zone, that level, is not a support line. It is nothing but price action driven. Hit the 200 yesterday, closed below the 50 today. Oil sector, energy sector, again, this would be a chase. This has been bear zone for days and days. That don't mean it's not going lower. Again, remember, we just try to toggle you through these where you can pause, take a look at the lines, and see how they line up with things you might be looking at. You got a support line right here, $46.50. Again, caught up in the sell-off here. The market just don't look real sporty on the weekly here either. He lost support last week. Support resistance is trying to get back through here. That's where it had resistance in the past. That's where it's stuck at right here now. Like I say, be sure to look down here to see if these have already triggered in the past. And keep in mind that the level that it's triggering now is a lower level than it triggered here. That's why the first bull zone or bear zone alert is important to see. And again, keep in mind the market conditions. It's pulled a lot of things down here. We're about to wrap this up. This stock here held nicely yesterday off a support line. If you were an intraday trader, this would have been a great place to be watching this stock with our support resistance lines on your charts. Another stock today, the low of day and right where it nearly closed, is sitting on top of support. That's an important level the stock needs to hold. Failed the 50-day this morning and sold off. Got a support line down here. This is the stock it got upgraded and it ran way up into the predicted target area, and on earnings gap down, has been selling ever since. Probably didn't need the market's help with that anyway. Another stock fighting the 200-day and support resistance here, and it's failed both today. A likely candidate if the market goes down tomorrow for this continue down. Here's your support line right here, this old pink line, $67.04. That wraps up our video. Thanks for watching. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on StockTwits. Come over and check out our channel, or subscribe to our channel, and check out our website, daytradersetups.com. Swingtradersetups.com is where you find out about the premium alerts. Thanks for watching our video. See you tomorrow. Through time, I've got several comments and emails from viewers that don't subscribe to our services but do watch our videos and basically say, hey man, I'm getting some good trades off your videos. I wish there's a way I could contribute, and I don't want to sign up for a membership. So I finally went and made a donation button. You can find it two places. On any video, we're included at the bottom. You just click the show more button, and shortly down there you'll see support our channel, a donation through PayPal. You can click right here, pay through or make a donation through PayPal. Any amount you want to put in there is acceptable and appreciated. And then on our website, you can go to daytradersetups.com, press the YouTube menu item. It'll take you to this page, and there's a donate button there as well. And we appreciate that, appreciate the suggestion, and thank you ahead of time for any donations sent. We appreciate it a lot.